Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom. Yes. September. No, September. February 19th, 2022. Where am I at? Thinking too far ahead, okay? Yeah, February 2022. The Iran deal. We're gonna see if it go through. But Nancy Pelosi, her crew just went over to Israel. Obviously, Israel don't like the agreement. Now you gotta remember, United States and Iran are not in the same room negotiating this. No, you have France who is facilitating the deal back and forth, and then they should be ready to sit down and sign the agreement. I don't think Israel is gonna let that happen. Okay, and I think if they do sign the agreement, right, say the agreement is good enough, that Israel will in turn sabotage Iran in some way, some shape, or capacity. Okay, even if they sign the deal, I think a black swan is coming. With Israel doing something to hinder Iran in their pursuit. But remember, the Armenians are still bitter about what they did to General Soleimani. Okay, they still bitter about that, and they still waiting for an answer. So Iran has a problem with this agreement, okay, with the people. But Iran is seeking to uh, basically seeking to get the United States in a state of falsehood, okay, or a state of lies, because then they'll have cause and action to do the things that they really want to do, okay. And this is a play out, okay. You got truth and falsehood working hand in hand, or working hand in hand and working against each other. We know truth always wins, okay? The United States is playing a very frosty, deadly game because they don't realize that the nation is steeped in sin. In other words, the nation has a curse on it, okay? Because of the things that they have been doing since 2001. But that came to a head in 2008 when they did the light show of the Pride show in the White House. Okay, I think that might have been 2015. But anyway, I'm giving you the idea of what things that put a curse on America. The light show, letting the Pope come, the war in Afghanistan, the war in Libya, Iraq, Syria, what am I missing? Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Beirut. What happened in Beirut? They had a hand in that too. Not in the explosion, but in the lead up to it. The lead up to it, to where they're not able to function now. But I'm missing Egypt. The uprising in Egypt. Okay. Oh, and Egypt is getting ready to move their capital. You should go look that up. Egypt new capital. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. God knows I wish that I will be here after this war. Speaking of war, Russia. Sanctions are coming. So that means your gas price is going up. They already played it out. I just got from the reading the congressional record that they ready to sanction Russia. That means gas prices going up. That means food prices going up. You already know. There's so many products that is moved and produced with oil that the prices have to go up. That's the third seal. Fourth seal is war. Okay, it's inevitable. That is the road that we're going down. We got the government still on fiscal fiscal continuations because they can't get a budget right. They don't want to do what is needed to be done to bring down the budget deficit because they want to keep the administrative state strong. Okay, the alphabet agencies, FDA, CIA, and any other three-letter alphabet that you could think of the administrative state. What else we got? China is not sending no goods over here to the United States. Okay, they're not sending anything back. They haven't lived up to the agreement they made with Trump about buying certain grains. So that means there's not enough revenue coming in. Again, so you got the people out of work. We still got a lot of people out of work. You got no revenue coming in, trade revenue. You got a debt deficit that's skyrocketing. You got war on one front with Ukraine, war on another front with Taiwan, war with North Korea, in war right here in the States. They already passed the Defense Budget Production Act, so you don't have to worry about things ramping up in manufacturing when they start rounding people up or forcing people into these factories where they can to get things made and produced. Okay. South America, Cuba, Argentina, Brazil, Nicaragua. These places are in ties with Russia. Okay. It's a lot of trade going on, and they're not playing no games with the United States when it come back and forth to their trade. Okay. Because they've had a lot of natural disasters happen down there that they still reeling from. Then we need to talk about the intelligence store. Okay? Because we see the plan of the mark of the beast coming through. We see the administrative state making a last play. But like I've been saying, it will be partly weak and partly strong. Okay? The iron mixed with clay. Iron representing Rome, strong force, administrative state rule, and clay representing the peoples of the Most High, or those who strive to follow the natural laws, the divine laws of life and liberty, the universal laws of life and liberty. Okay, that's the clay. Those are nations who are clay-like, who still can be molded and shaped and polished into something beautiful. And if they get out of hand, it can be broken. The iron, you have to melt it down. You have to grind it. You have to put it in a crucible. You have to put it through hot fire so that it can be remolded, reshaped into something better. But usually, iron rusts away. It becomes brittle, and it cast out into the sea. Okay, made into coral reefs. And that's what we're going to. Because Babylon is in this final, not Babylon. The daughter of Babylon is about to be chastised. And that chastisement is going to be used. And in that chastisement, or the outcome of that chastisement, is going to be a crisis where the United Nations is going to come in and begin to round up the people for the world administrative state. It's already in play. It's already in place. They have the technology. The only thing that they don't have, this is the partly weak and partly strong thing, they don't have full control over the people. Okay? So you have enough people in the world, half and half, who still will be living and operating under the divine laws and the divine rules of nature. And that is the problem. That's when they're going to be fulfilling more parts of Revelation. Well, if you don't accept it, you must be put to death. Okay? I'll see you on the next video. That's where we're going. That's where we at. Shalom.